Pour your bubbly and cook with me. The soul of the home is in the kitchen.
Welcome to a special episode of Champagne Toast with my great girlfriend, client, and boss lady, Tamara Barbara.
Yes.
You know she's ready to cut up. I hope y'all are ready. Turn the volume up because this is going to be a show.
It is.
Now let's grab our bubbly and get started.
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4.
So Tammy and I first met many years ago, and our love for fashion is what brought us together.
Yes.
So I want to know, this is like my counterpart in fashion.
You were designing prom dresses.
We just love it.
For like 100 girls at Largo High School.
Yes.
And you said, how many can you do? And I said 2.
And I made her do all 100. Terrible.
This is
true.
But
seriously, when was the moment when you knew that you was in love with fashion?
I was in love with fashion from very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
But, because I was married and had children, I actually did not start designing and taking it seriously until my son was born.
Okay.
And that was 18 years ago.
Okay. When Montana came.
Yeah, when Montana came along. Hey, Montana, shout out.
Who also loves fashion.
Oh, to Lyric, too.
Yes.
Hello, Lyric. Right. So, interesting story. I started out with a box of T-shirts, and I had this guy, and at the time, fashion, comes and goes. It rotates, right?
Yes.
So at the time, the guy was going to help me. I was doing the spray painting, kind of the graffiti look, right? So I was giving him my ideas to put on these T-shirts. He didn't come through for me. So I was like, I got a whole box of T-shirts. I got to do something with them. So I started cutting them up, making them off the shoulder, putting ribbons in the back. And I wore it to a club. I'm not even going to tell you the club because then that would tell my age.
You know what?
We're not doing that.
I ain't even going to ask.
Don't. So I went to the club, and a girl named Michelle came up to me and said, I do not do this. But where did you get that shirt from? And I was like, I made it. She was like, oh. I was like, yes, you like it? She was like, yes. How much do you charge? I had not even thought about the price. The answer was a question. I said, 35. And that launched into, and so she was like, oh my God,
it launched into a frenzy.
Yes,
because when I came to you at that time, them T-shirts was like,
yeah, they were.
And the question you asked her ass was 35. But see, this was a different time.
It was.
Things don't cost what they did back then.
This is true.
Yes, but still,
and
the work you was putting behind it.
And the creativity behind it, because I had to, 100%. Show that. I mean, I was the only one doing that at the time. And it's funny to see now that people send me pictures of things that are out there today.
Yes.
That I did many years ago. And it's great to see that, like I said, fashion just evolves.
Yes,
it comes back around or whatever. So I'm not mad at it at all. But I'm glad to see that I was a pioneer, at least in the area, to encourage people to be creative and do things or whatever. It was great.
Yes.
But $35. I should have said
that was such a fun
I should have said $125.
Definitely should have said.
But she bought many shirts.
Okay. Well, see, those are always
and
the ones.
Wore them, and I did not have Instagram.
Okay.
So everything was word of mouth.
Yes.
Every single client
that
I had, the 32 prom dresses that I made that came out of that was all by word of mouth.
Well, to know, about business, word of mouth is number one.
Absolutely,
you could
100%.
You could pay for advertisement. You could purchase many cars. You could do whatever.
That's
but
true.
Word of mouth is number one.
Yeah.
That's all it takes is somebody that really believes in it and wants to spread it with everyone else.
And I still get tagged.
People are at least going to take a chance and try it out.
Absolutely. I got tagged today. Someone said, who can make my fabulous, birthday outfit or whatever? And I got tagged, and I get tagged in posts all the time. Kind of like, I'm beyond that now, especially with the pandemic. I haven't really been sewing. Prom shut down completely last year.
Totally. And this year, really.
And this year as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I have
it's taking a back seat.
Because I pivot.
Tammy is on to bigger things, and we're going to get there. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. If you could betray any icon in a biopic, what would it be? Because to know Tammy is to know Tammy used to do acting when Tammy was young.
Yes.
That's like Tammy's whole moment.
Right.
acting and the dramatics and theater. And
so
she helped me do this show. She was like, Jay, you have what it takes. You need to do the show.
I did tell you.
And she gave me great pointers on how.
I did. I was here first.
Yes,
I was in
my
the
first
background.
recording, yes.
They wouldn't put me on screen. But okay, I'm over that. Who would I portray? This amazing woman, Tammy B.
Come on now. Come on now. Well.
Okay. Move on.
Next question. Because I'm here for all of that.
I'm pretty iconic, right?
Totally iconic.
And an icon doesn't have to be someone that
is famous.
Has a million. Exactly.
Yes.
I'm totally over that, right?
Yes.
But I know how many lives I've touched.
Yes.
My daughter was just filling out a resume the other day, and one of the questions was, who has been your major business influence? Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh, that's easy. It's my mom. Like, you're a jack of all trades. You do everything.
Yes,
I have no limitations at all. There's nothing that I will not conquer, that I will not say that I can do.
And
absolutely
you know what? That's a hidden figure. You know,
absolutely.
We have so many hidden figures that we don't know about. And 100%. I think that is where Tammy and I really connect, because we're the same in that. We can do multiple things simultaneously. Yep. We can have multiple careers, and we give 100% to everything that we do. We're very now people. Like, we're in the now.
Yeah. Oh.
We're very in the now of what we're doing.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right here. Present. Okay. Always. So, Tammy was one of the very first to sign up for Champagne Cuisine. She's one of my very first members. Yes.
Listen. Okay, so I was ordering a lot of curry, y'all.
Yes.
My family loves it. Okay, we can go to a little restaurant here and there.
Yes.
I was not doing a lot of cooking. Now I could do a good chili.
Okay. And that's the thing. Most people can't have that dish that they can do.
That was it.
Yes.
And then every Thanksgiving, you know what they would tell me to bring? The sodas and the forks and the knives. And I was like, okay, I was fine with that.
You was good with that.
Okay. But then here comes the pandemic. And I was like, man, sat in on a cooking class, learn how to cook this dish.
Okay.
You're making me crazy.
Yes.
My family loved it. Okay, I'm creative, right?
Yes.
So, there's nothing that I'm not going to say that I can't do.
Exactly.
Here comes Champagne Cuisine. People are asking me, can you make your famous, Tammy B's famous crab dip? I renamed it. Yes, absolutely. I'm charging for it. I'm making money off of you. Yes, when do you need it, by when?
But that's what I love. Tammy knows that, I was raised by my grandmother, so cooking was a big, big thing. Like, I was raised in the kitchen.
And I would come over here and eat all the time.
Raised in the kitchen, come over, eat. Tammy comes over here and gets a plate every time and just goes completely ballistic. And
it sounds like I'm really greedy, but
but
hold on, you said you weren't gonna tell nobody about that.
But luxury girls like us, food is a luxury.
Yeah, food is definitely a luxury. Like those ribs, those collard greens. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's be about it.
Yes, Tammy eats all of my dishes.
Okay, I got called upstairs.
Yes.
Tammy, can you come upstairs for a minute? So I came upstairs, and everybody else was still downstairs. Sitting under the dryer.
You're not supposed to tell the secrets. Oh. Go ahead, because I feed them too.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
If they come on a day that I cook.
Okay. So I came upstairs, and there it was. A plate of ribs and collard greens. It was
potato salad.
It was a piece of cornbread. I cried. Do you remember? Did you remember the tear?
Literally.
I was like that. Hold.
Literally.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it was good.
I love to cook. And Tammy is one that would really push me and was like, okay, no, you cook too well. You have to.
And I said the fee was
too low. So we're going to have to revamp this because...
No, not probably.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Say it now.
Because we dropping gems. The price is about to go up. The price is about to go up.
And it's up, and it's up, and it's up.
So Tammy and her husband have literally been together 30 years, married for...
20.
Okay. When I was coming up, Tammy and her husband was the couple that I really looked up to.
Oh, nice.
Going over their house, I always used to be like, when I get married one day, I want me and my husband to be like that. And what's so amazing is God gives us what we ask for because I have that as well.
Yes.
But I want to know with the longevity that you have thus far and, all the trials and tribulations that marriage goes through, what advice do you have for newlyweds and people aspiring to get married?
So I actually get asked this question a lot.
Okay.
Because just like you, I have a lot of friends who have seen, our transformation, how we've grown. So my husband asked me probably like maybe a month or two ago, like, why do we work? Like, what is it?
That's a good question. Why do we work?
And I said,
do you hear that? Let's repeat that again.
Okay.
Why do we work?
Why do we work?
That's a real question.
That is a real question. And I could answer it like right off the bat. I said, you let me be me. I was like, I am crazy. Like, I literally, jump from this thing to that thing. I'm all over the place. And I'm sure we're going to like talk about like all of the things that I'm involved in.
Yes.
And he lets me be me. And I let him be him.
Yes.
And that's what makes it work.
Yes.
When you start going into a situation where you're trying to change someone or you say, I don't really like that about that person. But when we get married or a few years down the line, that's going to change. That's never going to happen.
Never.
Because that's who they are. That's what's embedded in them.
Yes.
So I would say know who you are, know who they are, and be able to
enhance.
Progress. Enhance. Absolutely. 100%. Because we have grown, of course. We've grown from ourselves, but we're not.
But people think that enhancing is changing.
Exactly.
So the difference,
100%.
the breakdown of that is like we're individual.
Absolutely. 100%.
You might be on a different page than I'm on right now. But you can't scold me for not being on the page that you're on.
And you can
because I'll get
the
there.
energy.
Because
Absolutely.
we're partners. So if you're elevating or if you're growing or if you're in a space, then I want to get to that space too. Yeah. And so when we allow our
who was the question for? Was it for me or was
it? It was for you. And now
you gotta tell it though. You are so passionate about this. Go ahead, relationship. Go ahead. I'm on the other side of it.
No, seriously. I'm going off of the piggyback of your answer to your question, which I think is so amazing because I think that people really don't understand this. You put it in a simple form.
Look at that love in your face. Like it's amazing to see.
That's why we have to see
that.
That's why we do this.
No, I really do. The passion that you have for your significant other, it just exudes. It's like it like comes out of your body.
But the thing is, I think that being a hairstylist and doing this on the floor all the time, you really realize how much our stories help people.
Absolutely.
So when we have a forum to really give our stories, you don't really realize just talking to somebody can really
it's therapy.
Change someone's day. So many times I have conversations where I can have a girl sit in my chair and I'm over top of her head and I could tell her spirit made me down, but she's quiet about it.
Yeah.
And then I ask her a question and she gets to open it up. And then when I give my life experiences or someone in the room, other advertising we've been doing here and other clients be jumping in. Yeah. And it changes someone's day.
You're absolutely
right.
So
I think that breakdown of really getting what love is and what love is about and hearing it from different perspectives is always amazing.
And it's okay not to feel like in love every day.
Yes.
It's okay to have like a down day. Absolutely. And that's when you're human. And we are like so over. I mean, after 30 years, like we're so over. Like there are no like arguments. There's nothing. It's kind of like, we've like been there, done. Like every argument that you could have had, we've already had it. And so I'm like,
it's peaceful.
So it is very peaceful.
Yeah.
And when you get to that place, and we got there a long time ago. It wasn't like,
it took a long time to get there.
Boom, it took a long time to get there. But I think, like you said, being able to have a space where, people are coming over and I'm putting a zipper into their dress and they're, kind of talking through it and they're asking you questions about like, where you've been. Not to say that that's going to be your story, your outcome. Yeah. But you really just have to know yourself.
And I genuinely always say, it's important to understand that God wants us to have perfect peace while we're here.
Yeah.
Everybody think that life is supposed to be chaotic, and then when we die, we're supposed to have perfect peace.
I know. Who's manifesting that?
Girl, you hear it all the time.
That's not on my vision board. My vision board got like millions. It has like travel. Like who's manifesting that? I'm manifesting everything that's on that vision board.
But the thing is, what we do know is even with the wealth, you can still be miserable or you can still not be at peace.
That's not on my board.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh.
Manifest perfect peace while you're here with your partner, with your friends.
Exactly.
It has to be perfect peace. You deserve that balance. I just hear it in conversations all the time. And on top of it, not only conversations in social media, you'll see even when people die, rest in paradise, rest in perfect peace. It's like, why do people have to die to be in perfect peace?
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
We got to have perfect peace while we're right here.
Let's do that. I'll put that on my board tomorrow. Perfect peace. Okay.
Perfect peace. Perfect peace. So with us talking about your longevity in your marriage.
Yes.
You being a mother of two.
Yes.
Who are now grown and very successful children.
Yes.
How have you been able to balance all of these talents and careers at once? Tammy literally has like maybe 5 different avenues of careers. How are you, how? Without feeling like you're lacking in one.
So.
Because I have the luxury of not having children.
Right, you do. And one of the things that I've asked my kids like over and over again, like every couple of years is, am I a good mother? Am I being a good mother? Like, do you feel fulfilled? The good thing is that a lot of my businesses I've been able to run from inside of my home.
But hold on, can we go back real quick? Because Tam is dropping gems.
Okay.
Every few years you ask your children why?
Am I being a good mother? Am I giving you what
How often have any of us had that question from our mothers?
Really?
That is absolutely astounding.
I need to know that.
That is astounding.
Really?
That really is astounding because I feel like as the matriarch or as the leader of your family, you don't feel that you need to be vindicated. You don't need to be validated.
No.
That is astounding.
Absolutely not. And my children, like I've always like kept it real with my kids. You know, I don't.
Because that's who you are.
Right. I will almost, I drove my son when he was cutting up. That's all kids do at some point, right? But I think if you have that really good foundation, they always come back to that.
Okay.
And they have a really good foundation. And my son was cutting up and I drove him like somewhere and, we were like, in a very seedy area. And I was like, okay. And I just opened the car door. Like I knew he was in the seat, but I knew I wasn't aware. But I opened the car door. I was like, and then you gonna be out there. You gonna be out on the street. I'm very dramatic. And then you're not gonna have any of this. Whatever. He was like, I don't want to be out there. And I was like, okay. But sometimes you have to go there.
Go the bow, yeah.
Exactly. But at the same time, they have feelings. They have a perspective as well.
Yes.
And I need to hear that. So we have a very, open house, if you will. Anyone who has something to say has the floor to say it. We all listen. Sometimes we vote on things.
Yes.
I will tell you something very real. So my son, Montana, has asthma. And he realized very early on, because he has bad asthma, that the pandemic and, COVID-19 was not going to be great for him. So he literally, took it upon himself, I'm going to be in the house, whatever. He's always outside,
right?
Whatever. And he came to me because, I would go to this event, I'll be masked up or whatever. And he said, I think we need to hold a family meeting. And I was like, oh, okay. And so during that meeting, he said, I'm not, help me to understand. I'm in here, I'm trying to be safe or whatever, but you're kind of there and y'all doing y'all thing. And that's not really fair to me because you can still go out there and bring it back home. And we had to really have a time. I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. 100%.
Yeah.
But it's allowing, your children to have a voice, regardless of how old they are.
Yes.
And to be able to express what it is they need from you and, and vice versa. And that's worked well in my household.
And you know what, Tammy? I think that's really amazing as a parent because parents sometimes always see their children as their children.
Yeah.
But we all hit that mark in that mode in life where we genuinely think the same way that you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always tell Tay that, my sister is Tay.
Hey, Tay.
I always tell Tay, the beauty of my grandmother raising me was that we went from grandmother, grandchild to best friends. Yeah. I hit a certain age and then all of a sudden she was my best friend. She was no longer, my disciplinary, the motherly role. She was still the motherly role, but it was done in a in a best friend way.
Yeah, because it's already embedded.
Beyond transparent.
Yeah, it's already embedded in you what she wanted to give to you.
Yes.
And now you're an adult. And now
you receive it better that way.
Yeah.
You do. And you really
100%.
grow better that way.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you think that all the careers and all the things that you've done has never been a challenge for you being present at home?
I've always had that in the backfold because that was my priority. You know, my husband, my family, are my priority. And everything else has to take, it's second, secondary, third, fourth, whatever. Get in line.
Yeah.
But as long as they're taken care of, but it's great to be able to come upstairs and cook my one dish. Now I have several.
Come on now.
I have 7 or 8
Thanks
dishes.
to what?
But cook that chili.
Thanks to what?
Champagne and cuisine, cook your bubbly and cook with me. Hey. But I came upstairs at the time, cooked my little bowl of chili, and they were like, "Oh, this is amazing." I go across the street to Sardi's and get a little chicken and rice and I plated it.
Yeah.
I was plating it now.
Yeah.
Put it on a plate, make it look nice.
Now. You was making sure the dinner was prepared.
It's a meal.
Yeah.
They definitely had that.
Yes, come on now.
And then I was, off to downstairs in the basement, and I would sometimes have to sacrifice, my time, my fatigue to stay up to 2 and 3 in the morning to finish the dress just so that I would be with them.
Dresses. Yes.
Yeah. During the time that they were woke. Yeah. And it was fine,
Okay.
It was I'm passionate about all of it. So
basically women can do it all.
Absolutely.
You can do it all.
100%.
You can do it all.
Meaning
all.
Like all.
You can have the husband.
Yes.
You can have the children. You can have the careers. Not the careers, the careers.
Job.
Yes. Jobs.
With an S.
Yes, come on now.
Okay.
At what point in life do you feel that you had a life-changing experience? Like something that really shook you up and changed things for you?
Does it have to be in a negative or a positive?
No, positive, negative, anything.
Oh, wow. Then that was recently.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very recently.
Yes.
So, in July, every year, my staff comes to me and they say, okay, what's your prediction for this year? What are you manifesting for us?
Yes.
One year was promotion. I don't know. I got a feeling that everybody's going to be promoted this year. And like 6 of them were like promoted. Okay. So they always look to me and be like, okay, what's next?
Yes.
So I kept saying, I just feel like this is the money year. 2020 felt like a money year.
Yes.
And I felt like, something's going to come out of this. I don't know what it is, what have you. And I need to get more in stocks. I need to get more invested. I need to, do more, with that. Right? Because I'm one of those, TSP, which is the government, federal government, 401k. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be a TSP millionaire. Always knew that was going to happen. Been saving since I was 18 years old. Almost there. But then I told my coworker, she said, "Oh, you need to link up with Dominique Broadway. You need to go on her page and, she's my cousin and you need to take her class or whatever. Because I can't show you what she's showing me." She was like, "Yeah, I'm trading." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Show me what the trade is." She was like, "No, you just need to take class." Mm-hmm. It's the best investment I've ever made in my life.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to still be a TSP millionaire.
Yeah.
But now I'm on track to be a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
And that is because
And this is what we came for.
Yes, this is what we came for. So July, I took this class.
Yes.
Jumped in and learned how to trade. Learned what options were.
Yes.
Learned what stock portfolios were.
Yes.
Learned how to, oh my God. It's been amazing.
Let me have a moment with that.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like in the pandemic and a little bit before the pandemic, the Black community is now starting to talk about stocks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's becoming something that I now see in conversation regularly.
Yep. And it's great.
But Tammy,
yeah,
because me being a hairstylist, I'm exposed to a lot of conversations with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But Tammy has really taken it on a Wall Street level.
Yeah. I
so I feel like that's what our community needs to understand.
Yeah, and
because the small level of knowing this stuff is not going to take you where you want to go.
Yes, but know that I knew none of it before August.
Yeah.
And so, once I learned it, I said, okay, I want to teach to my family, my friends. And you actually came on or whatever, and I broke things down, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start here with you all.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you about how to build your stock portfolio. I'm going to tell you about Robinhood, different things. It's just that we don't have a lot of education about it. And just recently, actually Good Friday yesterday.
Come on, Good Friday.
I found out that I had been funded $150,000 to trade with.
Cheers.
I call it OPM, other people's money, but basically, I could show that I was a consistent trader, that I was able to make a certain amount of money within a certain number of days.
Yes.
And I got funded. And that is really going to so I've already been transformed. I was the very first student in this cohort to actually be funded with $50,000.
Okay.
And now I'm on my second evaluation.
Absolutely astounding.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's something that I can share and I can teach and other people can learn.
Yes.
It's just that there's not a lot of knowledge out there. And I think, like you said, I didn't look at the pandemic like, oh, woe is me or woe is us.
Yes, yes.
I looked at it as opportunity to learn how to cook.
Come on now.
Now I'm not gonna call myself a chef yet until I make this ribeye. Once I make the ribeye, I'm going to be a chef. Okay.
Come on, that's what it's supposed to be.
Those wraps, I have marinated.
Talk about how much your family love the wraps.
I made them just 2 days ago, and they take the first bite, and they're like, I'm like, oh, you like it? Yeah. And then I put a little more heat on it. I was like, let me sprinkle this with a little more cayenne. Okay? Look, a little more cayenne on it. Put a little more of that hot curry.
Yes.
Mild first, hot second.
Yes.
Hot third. Hot fourth.
Spice it down. Full of flavor.
Amazing.
Burst in your mouth.
But,
must have it. Dreaming about it out there is gone. Want another one. Yeah. All those things happen.
All of that.
All those things.
Yeah, I've been trying different wraps. My wraps are beautiful.
Come on now.
Hold on. Guess what I used the other day?
What?
Jalapeno cheese.
Yes. And so that's what I love. Then start taking it, making it your own.
I said, shop cheddar be damned. I want a little more heat on it. Jalapeno. I placed it nicely on the wrap. I melted it down. Amazing.
But to be honest, Tammy, the excitement that you and other members have given me about what's happening in their homes, being a member, is what's keeping me going. This is like amazing.
I cannot wait.
It's bomb.
To do, once I do this ribeye, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be competing with you on a chef. With your dishes.
So
I'm selling your dishes. I just want to make sure you knew that. That's why I said you need to go up the $99 isn't enough.
I laugh.
Because I've already sold two whole full crab.
But it's okay because that's why you're going to be on the franchise.
My crab dip is $99 a piece.
Yes, that's exactly why you're going to be on the franchise of Champagne and Cuisines. This is my numbers girl.
Yes.
And so moving forward, like, what do you have for being the numbers girl? Like, what is your plan for teaching and expanding and like putting people in positions that you are in?
Yeah. So I posted yesterday on Good Friday that I had made, I
hollered when I saw the post.
I know, everybody hollered. I could hear it through the thing. And then people were showing up at my house. And then
you got the money, gonna bring them out, bring them out.
Where the money reside, where the money reside.
Yes.
Right. So, what I will say is I'm trying to figure out a way, because I love teaching. I love being able to transfer information and knowledge and wealth.
Yes.
To my friends and family. My kids are putting on the same trade that I put on when I first started. Okay. And they're making money daily.
Yes.
So I'm like, my children are 18 and 23, like, they're doing it.
That's amazing. Do you hear that? That is amazing.
There's no reason why, you can't make daily money. Like, now, my daughter, like, she's trying to go on a trip with it, but I'm like, ho. Wait, you need to get you some stock first.
You
so you got to make the money, then I got to tell you what to do with it.
You got to lyrically turn it.
I know. Lyric was like, Lyric's like, oh yeah, I'm about to get flued out somewhere. No, wait, whoa, hold on. I'm gonna need you to adjust that first. Get your Robinhood account together first. She was like, well, what stocks? I was like, give me a minute. I'm gonna show you how to find those. Yes. But I like that, every day, it's a winning.
It's a guaranteed
trade.
income.
It is.
It's a guaranteed income.
It is.
And I will be honest, with taking the class, with starting with it, there were parts that I just gravitated to instantly.
Yeah.
And then there were parts that also I was like, oh my God, like Tammy, I'm going to have to come over and sit. I need to break down.
I know.
You know, because it can be intimidating just because you don't really know it.
Yeah.
But once you get it, like you said.
Money should not be intimidating.
Money is not intimidating. The system of it can be intimidating, but the money is never intimidating at all.
No.
So, but Tammy breaks it down really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see, like, what you're going to do with this.
Yeah.
I see this really being something
I know, something else.
Huge.
Something
Huge.
else. On top of, like, the other, well, I'm not even going to call them jobs, because now, like, my money...
No, this is
they're
purpose.
my employees.
This isn't a job. This is the purpose.
My money are my employees.
Yeah,
and my money now works for me. And that's what everybody needs to understand, is that you can literally...
And to share that with people.
Listen, you saw my portfolio. I started out with $500 in Robinhood. Now it's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I don't trade stocks. I invest.
Yeah.
I'm an asset manager.
Yes. Come on now.
That got a nice photo.
It does.
I'm an asset manager.
I see seminars happening.
Yeah, catch it.
Yeah,
oh, seminars?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, claim it.
Yeah. Well, you know my tongue. Those is, as always.
Oh, say something else.
Yeah.
Say multi-millionaire. Tell me multi-millionaire.
Multi-millionaire. My good Judy will be a multi-millionaire, taking me to Chanel, buying me any bag I want. Thank you.
The most expensive, top shelf. Like Tay's drinks, top shelf.
Yes.
Tay doesn't make anything top shelf if you don't know about it. Y'all saw her in the early episode. She only makes top shelf drinks.
Do you think that your big personality...
Yeah.
Because we all know Tammy personality is larger than life.
I'm holding back today.
Oh, this ain't no holding back. Well, no, she might be holding back because there's never a limit to it. But the amazing thing is that you're never, ever going to catch her not this, though. I don't care what's going on in life. And she has called me with heavy things in life. We're real girlfriends. We pray together. We talk about real things.
We do.
And she could be going through heavy things, and it's still this.
Yeah.
Do you think that your personality, your big personality, can be intimidating to others?
Who cares about that?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I am me.
And
listen, if my personality isn't intimidating to my husband, listen, when my daughter, all the TikTok stuff, I have hundreds of TikTok videos. I just haven't posted them yet, right? And I'm like, hey. And she's like, yes, go. Because they let me be me. So, I'm not gonna change.
So you hear that message?
I'm
that's the message.
Not gonna change, and neither should you.
Be you.
Exactly.
Who cares?
What?
Don't try to be the perfect Patty.
No.
Don't try to be the polished Polly all the time. Be you. Fabulously sitting.
Ask me a question. So Jay, no. Hell no. That's not me. That's not me. Me is this.
Yes.
Me is this.
Did
y'all catch these curls? Did y'all catch these curls?
And these hands laid these curls. Of course.
This weekly curl. I told Jay, when I came to Jay a year and a half ago, I had a bang and a mullet. Because I did.
Literally, though, she's not even joking.
No, a bang and a mullet. Was it even a bang or was it baby hair? I don't know.
Girl.
It was like a bang.
It was baby hair that just was going back too far.
And a mullet.
Yes.
And Jay said, oh, okay. Let me give you a treatment. And I was like, oh, what kind of treatment is this going to be? And then I had to get into wigs and I had to get into all this other stuff and get my hair braided up or whatever. And now, but look at me now. Do you
Every
see?
head I touch
Do you see?
darling.
Okay, well, claim that as well. Well, go ahead. It's very special.
I know it. I growed it.
I had a bang and a mullet, people. A bang and a mullet.
Full out.
What's his name?
All natural.
Billy Ray
That's
Cyrus.
all natural.
In the back, I had two pieces right here, one right here, one right here.
Sarah.
Piece right there. Okay, I just want y'all to know, like, in addition to the crab cakes and the lamb chops.
Yes.
You can also get you a healthy head of hair.
Definitely. Everything that we do around these posts.
Entrepreneurship. I love it.
Everything we do around these posts, we give, our best.
A bang and a mullet is what I had.
And now it's down your back. For where you're going, where you're at with all that you've accomplished.
Yeah.
What secrets to success that you have, and what is it that you want to put out moving forward?
So, like, that's really easy. Like, I hear people saying, oh, I want to do this, but, there's always, what comes after the but
yeah.
is all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your product, if you don't believe that you can do it, like, you're already 10 steps behind.
Yes.
When I move forward with something, I'm always of the opinion there's just positivity there. And then I name my thoughts Felicia.
Okay.
And then when the negative, and when they come in negative, bye Felicia.
Bye.
No, we're not having that.
We're not doing it.
And I tell everybody, like, you have to be able to, like, filter through a lot of those things because there's going to be so many people.
Yes.
Who are going to say, oh,
discourage,
you really
try
think
to
you could do
discourage
that?
you.
Absolutely. You have to believe and you have to just jump.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey put out a book a long time ago I read. Mm-hmm. It's called Jump. Yeah. And it generally I could have just read the back of it. Yeah. To get the whole message of that. But sometimes you just have to just take a leap of faith and jump.
And faith
that's
without work is dead. So
faith and fear can't live in the same heart.
No, they cannot. And that's an amazing way to leave everyone.
Yes.
That is an amazing way to leave everyone.
Are we
And
leaving? I'm so glad we had this time together.
Tammy definitely will be back for Champagne and Toast because I feel like this is a saga. This is a saga that must be continued.
Part 2,
so I'm going to give you part 1
part
today.
4, part 5. Wait till you get to the bloopers. Are they bloopers or bloopers? They done gave me too much champagne at this point.
And we pray that the only pain in life that you have is champagne.
Love you.
Pour your bubbly and cook with me.